back to this channel. I'm Parvati of Fluid Dynamics too. So welcome back to the series where I introduce you to a topic or concept related to fluid dynamics, and we see if we can weave a story out of it, because sometimes it helps us in retaining the important bits of the concept, or sometimes it helps us in not getting confused between two concepts, and most of the time because it makes learning a lot more fun. So today we are going to be talking about wave energy converters. True to its name, a wave energy converter converts wave energy to other forms of energy such as electrical energy. So today we will be talking about wave interference in order to understand the functioning of a wave energy converter better. So let's begin. So what is a wave? A wave is basically a disturbance through medium, which is something that we dealt in episode 4. There we also talked about different waves coming together, or mathematically speaking, these waves are added up. This is basically known as wave superposition or wave interference. For example, when two waves interfere, it can lead to a bigger resultant wave through something called constructive interference, or it can lead to a smaller resultant wave through something called destructive interference. Now, this is a very interesting topic. For example, noise cancelling headphones work on this principle. So what determines the size of the resultant wave? Now let's talk about a very basic case. Suppose we have two waves of the same amplitude, frequency and wavelength, and they travel in the same direction. What we notice is that when the waves are at the same phase, or in other words, they are perfectly aligned, there will be a larger resultant wave through constructive interference. Likewise, when the waves are oppositely aligned, meaning the crest of one wave corresponds to the trough of the other wave, we get destructive interference, which in this case gives us no waves at all. Now that we have an idea of what wave interference is, let's talk about a wave energy converter. Now the wave energy converter consists of a prime mover, which basically converts the wave energy to mechanical energy. And the mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy using a power takeoff system. The whole thing is optimized using a control system. So how does a wave energy converter absorb energy? Now in order to understand that, we need to understand the difference between incident waves and radiated waves. So incident waves are the waves that approach the wave energy converter, and radiated waves are produced as a result of the movement of the wave energy converter in the ocean. Now depending on the size of the wave energy converter, there could be something called scattered waves as well, but let's stick to a very simple scenario where we do not consider scattered waves. Basically what happens is, this radiated waves try to partially cancel out the incident waves, meaning we will have lesser waves. It will almost reach a still water level kind of a situation. And this energy has to go somewhere, right? So this energy is absorbed by the power takeoff system. But there's a catch, right? In order for the radiated waves to be able to cancel out the incident waves, it has to move in an appropriate manner. And this regulation of motion of the wave energy converter is done by the power takeoff system. So in short, the wave maker has to generate waves in order to be able to cancel out waves. Or in other words, to destroy a wave means to create a new wave. Now what I feel fluid dynamics is trying to tell me is very nicely portrayed by Professor Dumbledore and Harry, and it goes something like this.
Harry?
Professor, so your bird, there was nothing I could do. He just caught fire.
Oh, and about time, too. He's been looking dreadful for days. Pity you had to see him on a burning day. Folks, he's a phoenix, Harry. They burst into flame when it is time for them to die, and then they are reborn from the ashes.
Fox the Phoenix, destroying himself to be reborn again, I feel is pretty much like how to destroy a wave means to create a wave. Also, this basically reminds me that sometimes the way out is to basically start a new page, like reboot instead of trying to clear the impossible clutter that has already been made. So yeah, that was it for this week. I hope you had a nice time, and I'll see you next week on Wednesday. Till then, take care. Bye bye.